Alright, welcome back to Noodletown News. So before we get into the main course of today's episode, let's talk about Twitter first. Hashtag Burger King is over party is now trending. And guess why, guys? Guess why?
Why?
Alright, so apparently it's because of this. Because 99.999% of her songs are all about her ex. But I guess the Taylor Swift fans don't appreciate that joke, you know? Alright, yeah.
Wait,
what
does she actually have songs that aren't about her ex? Because I've only
I don't
listened to
know,
ones
man.
about. Okay. Oh no, Shake It Off. Oh man, what a wait. Is that about her
Wait,
ex?
wait, shake it off. Wait,
lyrics.
wait. I think it might be still
About her ex, right?
Yeah. Moving on to the next story. So while the world is all fucked up out there, we had something really exciting that happened in Toronto last week. Actually, it had been going on for a while now. Basically, the tow truck companies were in a massive turf war, like actually burning rival companies' cars, like the tow trucks, and beating up and killing people just to gain more control and expand their territory.
Whoa.
Yeah, like they actually make a shit ton of money, so for them it's worth it.
So stupid.
So the recent, so yeah, with the recent news coming out, like while investigating into this turf war, the police also found out that the tow truck companies are actually connected to mafia. So yeah, like towing people's cars are now the modern way for mafia to make the legal income, I guess. Yeah, and like along with the investigation, a lot more shit got uncovered. For instance, throughout the investigation, the police seized 11 tow trucks as well as 16 handguns, 13 shotguns, 9 rifles, 1 machine gun.
Oh shit!
and thousands-
Machine gun. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, you got use it, man. It's essential to your tow truck company. Yeah, and thousands of rounds of ammunition and so on. And they also seized like a crap ton of cash and drugs. So yeah, the investigation is still ongoing. I don't know what more they're going to find. And yeah, it's a true wild west out there, man. Oh, and also like a lot of the shady shit the tow truck companies were doing also surfaced, like just because like more people are talking about it now with the recent news. So a lot of people were sharing their horrible experiences with tow truck companies and how big of a scam they are usually. Like personally, I've been told once for going above the speed limit on highway. The police came and impounded my car, and I had to pay like a total of $900 for it.
Oh shit! I didn't know about this.
It was during 4th year, I think, right? And then I had Samuel pick me up.
Oh, okay.
So Samuel came with his girlfriend, and then
His dog
and then it's just me and my dog by the road. I'm like, "Yo, bro, what's up?" And then he's like, "What the fuck happened?" And then yeah, we carried the dog food, the dog cage, and everything into the car, and then the popo drove off. The tow truck company drove off with my car, and then I drove home with Samuel and his girlfriend. And yeah, it was like $500 for tow since it was a bit of a drive back to the nearest town. And then there's the $300 for fucking storage, like basically parking a car in a big ass parking lot.
Oh, that's an expensive parking
uh,
spot.
Yeah, for 2 days because it's a weekend and they don't fucking open on weekends for me to go and pick up the car. Yeah, I don't know if the cops get a share of this juicy bill or not, but like it was definitely a huge bill. And that's even the case when the tow company was affiliated with the police. Now imagine how ridiculous a bill would be if you're dealing with the mafia with machine guns. And I also watched this video by CBC News, which exposes basically a chain of business, right? So basically, tow trucks will be driving around or waiting by highway intersections to look for business, as in like, oh, which car just got into an accident. And if there's a car accident or something, they would rush over and try to comfort you, right? And then like let you drop your guards and then be like, yo, don't worry, daddy's gonna take care of it, yo. And then tow your truck to the nearest collision center. And sometimes you'll be like, whoa, but my car doesn't need towing. And then they will try to make a big deal out of it and say like how it might not look serious, but a wheel could pop off any moment when you drive, or the cops could arrest you if you drive the car at its current condition, shit like that, just to like trying to get you to let them give you a ride. And then once you're on the hook, you're looking at a bill of at least like a couple $100s, like varying by distance. And at this point, considering yourself lucky if the tow truck actually drives you to the collision center you wanted them to drive to. But like in most cases, like if you have an accident on the road, you wouldn't even know like where you'll be going to next, like which collision center to go to, since you don't deal with it often. This is when the tow truck company would drive you to like a scammy collision center or auto repair shop, and they'll be all nice to you and shit, like just to get you to sign the paperwork and everything, so that they can officially take in the car. And then like a few days go by, when you ask if like the car is being repaired or something, they'll be like, oh, more problems came up, like we're waiting on parts and stuff. You'll be left with a huge bill that includes the car storing fees and like the fixing. Like even if it doesn't cost much to fix it, like they will try to make up some problem just to charge you more. And if you refuse to pay, they won't release your car. And then the bill will keep on climbing because they will charge for that like sweet daily storage fee. And yeah, it's just horrible.
Wow.
I mean, that's how mafia works, man. That's how they work.
But yeah, like usually when the bill gets ridiculously high, like your insurance company wouldn't bail you out anymore. And if you try to get a lawyer to fight it, your whole family plus your lawyers might be in danger if you're dealing with the wrong tow truck or the auto repair shop company. For instance, the police disclosed that a law firm in a suburban city north of Toronto became a target of violence, threats, and extortion after it began fighting against tow truck and body shop companies that scammed their customers. And yeah, like typically the tow truck drivers get a pretty sweet referral fee from the body shops or the collision centers. Like I think it was around like $200 at least, to sometimes even $1,000 if the scam goes really well, you know. So it's just to incentivize the tow trucks to bring business to them. So that, yeah, like even the law sometimes can protect you. It's best if you just try to avoid this whole situation. Like wait for the police, and if the car can still drive with no big problems, like just drive, man. Like or just get roadside assistance from like reputable companies.
But in comparison to the Italian mafias in the US, the ones in Toronto still seem like businessmen. You know? I mean, back in the days, the Italian mafias were scamming the government, man. And now these are
oh, shit.
Now these pussies are actually scamming people, man.
Oh,
what a bitch.